Hi guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design. And so welcome to a brand new monthly series that I am launching today. And I'm so excited about this. What I want to do is I want to give back to the community. I want to give back to you guys and say thank you for following along with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for encouraging me. And so this is called Freebie Friday. It's going to happen the first Friday of every month. And what I want to do is offer you a free silhouette cut file every Friday or the first Friday of every month. And my idea for these cut files, you can see here on the screen, is a sort of cut and fold concept where you cut your cardstock, and then you have elements that you can fold over or that you can fold up to reveal a pattern or reveal cardstock underneath or a painted background, anything that you want to put behind your cut file. So this one that I'm working with here is a heart-shaped cut file, and it's called My Heart Is Yours. This cut file is available on my blog. If you go to larkindesignTM.com/blog, you will find, it's also linked below, you will find the place where you can download this free cut file. So I hope you'll check it out. And then today what I'm sharing with you is my process for how I've used this cut file. So I have cut this file from plain white cardstock, and there's no printing on this file, so I've cut it at 12 by 12 full size, and then I folded up all of the hearts, and you can see here where they sort of, excuse my big head, I didn't realize that I was in front of the camera like that, but so you can see here that those little hearts, when they're folded up, they reveal just a tiny bit of the pattern behind it. Now I'm working with the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection. If you're like me, you couldn't wait to dive into this collection, and there are a lot of really beautiful patterns that could go behind this cut file. Of course, you could also cut the file from pattern paper and put solid cardstock behind it as well. Some fun options for you. It's just a real simple file here, but I have this the background already chosen, and then my photo here is actually, I think it's one that I used in a traveler's notebook layout before, but this is also part of my Things I Need to Hear series. And so sort of this is just a love letter to myself today. And what I'm doing is I added a couple of watercolor splashes to the cut file, and I've layered the photo on a couple of the other pattern pieces that were part of the carousel collection. I realized that the cut file felt just a little too big on top of the patterned paper, so I cut it down a bit. I think it comes out to more like 10 by 10 when I cut it down, and so that seems to be scaled better on the page. And then I'm going to adhere it down. I have my photo already adhered as well, I think, and I used pop dots to raise it up. There's also a little bit of the bow vellum underneath that photo as well. And I'm just pulling colors from the background here to emphasize them. Choose different pattern papers that have the blues in it and one that has the pinks in it. So now I'm going to figure out what I want to do with the layout, how I want to do my title. Here, I love these gold alphabets. I could use these all day long. And so I'm just sort of figuring out my spacing here. And I know that I want the title to say, "You are so loved." So I'm going to use the alphabet for the "you are loved" and then that cursive "so" or ribbon "so" as an accent word. And now that I have the title, I can work on some of the embellishments. And I just can't get over how gorgeous the embellishments are in this collection. I know what I want to do is just embellish a few of these little folded hearts. And so I'm going to just add a few light clusters to a couple random hearts on the page. And the clusters are pretty simple. They're a word strip and a star, or a word strip and a puffy heart, or a word strip and a chipboard accent. Nothing very complicated here, but just enough to sort of bring your eye around the page and also to use up some of these beautiful embellishments. This little cluster here, I'm going to let it go off the cut file a little bit. It gives a little bit more room to use a larger piece. And I'm going to use the Paige Evans roller stamp here to stamp a little sentiment. Love it. Oh, I love it so much. It still needs a little something. Still needs a couple of little somethings here. I'm trying to figure out, or trying to decide, which hearts I want to add a little something to again. And again, I'm so sorry about my head. This one I wanted to do a little button, so I'm going to use my glossy accents to adhere that. And of course it always gets clogged up. This is a brand new bottle and it's already clogged up, so I think that's just the nature of using glossy accents. So there, I used one of those black and white buttons. And I'm just going to go through here and look and see what else I want to use. I really love the bows in this collection. And so this black and white one, it sort of balances out the pink one that's on the other side. And then one more heart up at the top here. I'm going to add one of the clips to it. I think, here we go. These clips are fantastic. So I think that I used the teal one or the turquoise one. And I just pushed it all the way through the heart. It came loose a little bit from the cut file. So I'll end up, to make it stable, I'll adhere it down a little bit. And then a little something on top of that banner clip as well. And that's where it sort of came off the page. So I just grabbed two little pop dots and popped it up. There we go. So I am thinking here about how I want to do my journaling, and I end up going around the page. And so I'm just writing a little bit to myself. One of the things that I wanted to remind myself is that I am somebody who is loved, even though sometimes I don't feel it, and sometimes it's hard for me to hear it. Do you ever find that? Sometimes it's hard to hear, like people tell you that they love you, and for whatever reason, it's hard to believe it. So I wanted to help myself to believe that I am loved, and I want you to believe today that you are loved and you are lovable. So that's my story to myself. And then as I was looking at it and I was cleaning off my desk, it still didn't feel quite right. The background just doesn't show like I wanted it to. So I ended up just very carefully lifting up these embellishments and folding that heart to one side. I glued it down with a glue dot just to make it extra secure, and then I put the embellishments back. And they lifted up pretty easily. No, the cardstock was not damaged in any of this. So all in all, this was a really nice layout to create. I hope that you enjoyed watching my process. I hope that you will take a visit to my blog. It's linked below, and grab this free cut file and then let me know what you create with it. If you will tag me, you can hashtag LarkinDesignTM or at LarkinDesignTM on Instagram, and I would love to see what you create. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.